Hello Aquarius, this is your reading. Welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. We're going to get right into your 7-day twin flame reading, which is a look into a connection that you have with someone in your life, right? This may be someone new, someone coming back from your past, someone you're currently with, whatever the case is. And this is just going to be a look into how you guys are feeling, how you're feeling, and how your person is feeling, along with some clarifiers. All right, guys, so let's get right into Aquarius. Over the next 7-day period, show me what's going on for my lovely Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you're coming in as the Emperor. You see them as the Chariot. You desire 4 of Wands, and what needs to happen is 4 of Swords. Wow. Your person is coming in as Strength. They see you as a Page of Pentacles. They desire judgment, and what needs to happen for them is Hermit energy. At the bottom of the deck is 10 of Swords. So the end of a lot of arguing and bickering and strife, right? The end. You're not the same person you are anymore. 10 of Swords talks about that final blow to the ego. This figure there representing the ego. When the ego dies after many, many blows, you come to a station, come to completion like number 10. You know, that ego dies. And ultimately what we desire is for that ego to rise up smaller and for the spirit to rise up bigger, right? We want the ego throughout our lives to be diminished. And our ego diminishes from the trials and tribulations we go through. And then, of course, as the ego diminishes, it's less difficult to hurt you and to sort of bring you down, like bring you down by these blows. Interesting energy. Aquarius, what needs to go on here? What is going on here? Let's take a look. Emperor and Strength. So you're coming in as divine masculine energy. Could be that this next 7-day period for you, you are maybe establishing a new territory, right? Emperor is the card for Aries. Strength is the card for Leos. There's a lot of fire energy here. But the Emperor is the one who sort of seeks out new territory. He's the one who stakes new, he's the inventor. He's the entrepreneur. He's the one who goes out. He's the adventurer, right? And he stakes sort of his claim, right? Emperor energy comes in. He's strong, stability, this card for power and dominance, right? Divine masculine energy. And it could be, Aquarius, that you are starting a new project this next 7-day period, a major new project in your life. You may be starting a new life, a new job, a new way of living, a whole new sort of environment you may be cultivating around you. And this is going to be in a very strong kind of leadership role, right? So you're right at the helm of it, right? And this is you manifesting, because the Emperor also divine masculine, but the Emperor is about manifestation in the here and now. It's the strongest card for that, the strongest card for power and stability in his manifestation. So it could be that whatever it is you're doing also is also kind of increasing your stability, increasing your sense of self-assurance, reliance, and power. Now your person is coming in with 8, the Strength card. Also, like I said, the card for Leo in tarot. Which means over this next period, your person is exhibiting a lot of emotional fortitude and strength, right? They're not succumbing to jealousy or their passions or their pride, right? They are showing an extreme amount of emotional strength here, and sort of strength of emotions, but passions also, right? Passions also. Making sure to remain in control. In every way possible. So, and oftentimes strength, I mean, this is all about sort of self-mastery. The lion is the animal spirit for self-mastery. And so self-mastery is what gives us strength, the ability to understand ourselves and master our emotions, not to hide them, not to drive them away, not to ignore them, but to understand them and master them, so that you use your emotions to your benefit rather than your emotions and your passions using you. Strong major arcana energy coming in for you and your person, Aquarius. Now, how do you guys see each other? Interestingly enough, they see you as a Page of Pentacles. Now, you could be working with this person. This may be somebody that you work with or that you interact with on a day-to-day basis, Page of Pentacles, because they see you as someone who is busy, busy, busy. You see them as the Chariot. So, right? Could this person possibly be someone to join you on your next journey, right? It could be that you're seeing them also preparing to sort of to go on the next stage of their lives, right? Because you see them as a chariot. A chariot is also Cancer energy, so it could be that you're just, when you look at them, you see someone who is looking forward, who is preparing for the next stage of their life, who is forward facing, right, in every way, and intentional and in the moment to prepare for that. And in the same way that you are also starting something here with Emperor energy, comes in strong whenever we are starting some kind of major stage in our life where we are manifesting. So in a lot of ways, this Chariot energy is not only do you see them as someone who is forging ahead, but you are also wondering, is there room on my journey for them in my life also, on my journey, right? Again, they're seeing you as the Page of Pentacles, so very, very busy, 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 busy. Someone who is very sort of in a very, I want to say, day-to-day way, right? Page of Pentacles is not being afraid to get up and go. This is how they see you over the next 7-day period. Now, there aren't many cup cards here, and so this is interesting because I think that this connection is at the very, very, very beginning. It's only sort of an inkling of possibilities right now. You're only just now beginning to think of the possibility of, should I make room for them in my life? What you desire is Four of Wands. They desire judgment. So judgment could be reconciliation. But I don't think that this person is necessarily, I don't know. I'm not sure that they need to necessarily reconcile with you. This could be someone from your past, right? But if it is and you broke up, the breakup was very minor. It wasn't a major deal, right? It may have been that it was many, many years ago and it was just two ships in the night. But this Judgment card coming in for them and what they desire in this relationship gives me, pause for thought, because it almost feels like this could be someone from your past who you are only just now beginning to see could play a part in your future. You desire Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is 1111. It's the soulmate card. And it's the card for meeting absolutely that right person where the love and the respect are so equal. You both love and respect each other to such an equal degree that it is this perfect sort of 11-11 sort of perfect stable union. It is Venus and Aries energy, so we have more Aries energy. Four of Wands can oftentimes indicate a relationship that has just very newly become stabilized, or that has entered into the world of, I want to say, potential soulmate connection, right? And this person is wanting reconciliation, judgment. They want another chance. I want to say, judgment. The card for judgment is, oftentimes the reason why reconciliation is on the cards. Judgment is when we begin to see the mistakes that we've made in some of our decisions. And so it will be that this person, Aquarius, has also, if there was a connection in the past, whatever that connection was, right, or whatever reason that connection kind of broke away or broke apart, right, they've learned something out of it. They've learned, they may have been over this period where you guys have been not with each other or in each other's lives. They may have gone through various experiences that began to make them understand more about you and who you are, or what have you. Whatever the case is, though, ultimately what comes on the back of that is often the desire to come back and to reconcile because of this new learned information. So not only are they desiring another chance in this connection, but they've also changed. They've also learned something, and that is the reason for their desire to have another chance. It's not just to have another chance, but it's because they've learned something and they've realized what has been lost. What needs to happen? Four of Swords and Hermit energy. For you, a truce, right? Take some time, think about it. Strategy and thinking. You have stability in your life already. This is the second four in the reading, right? Number 4 card. Four of Swords reminds you to take a moment to take stock. You have stability. You have things that are worth protecting. And right now, in any of decisions, it may not necessarily be for you to just yet make a move or make a choice, right? Four of Swords talks about being very quiet and still and meditative and thinking about the next move forward, or thinking about what your decisions may be going forward. Take time. It's all right. You don't have to, nothing has to be put into play just yet. Hermit energy for them. I want to say for them, interesting, Hermit energy needs to happen in that they need to remain within this work that they're doing on themselves, right? To remain in this almost hermited kind of energy of working on their spirit and working on their psyche. Almost feels to me, Aquarius, like you've come across this person recently. And they may have been on their own for quite some time. But it's almost like, are they, it's like, oh, they see you and right away, we don't want them to right away jump into old patterns, right? To right away be so like, oh, boom, 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 let's do this, let's do that. Like, to remember that they are still, even though they want to reconcile with you, and they're clearly having, right, strength energy. There's a lot of emotions that they're being strong with. But to remember that this journey for themselves is not quite over, right? This journey is not quite over. And to be patient and to be still kind of, I want to say, satisfied with walking the path alone for a little while further, right? Because you're not making any decisions, yay or nay, right? Here, Four of Swords. You're not really sure what your next move is going to be. And so they have to be prepared for that also, right? To continue to sort of walk that hermit path and to not give up the fact that they still have work to do on themselves. Sometimes when people want to reconcile, they feel like the reconciliation is their reward and their prize, and so then they give up on the work that they've been doing on themselves. And that's how they fall back into old behavior patterns. Just because you may be able to reconcile, the universe does give you another chance for love where there has been love messed up, right, or gone astray, does not mean that you abandon your journey of self-improvement, right? Your journey of self-realization. Show me, Aquarius. Knight of Wands. Wow. King of Pentacles. Somebody's made some money. Ace of Wands. Damn. And the Devil. Okay, so this is it. You're dealing with somebody. Certainly, they may have had some addiction issues, right? The Devil is there. They have to remember, and this may be why. Okay, so it reminds me again that this it could be somebody from your past who had a lot of issues with addiction and being a slave to their passion, not just walking on the wild side. You know what I'm saying? They may have indeed been very creative, extremely creative, but that level of creativity is also, on the other hand, giving rise to this feeling of like, oh, they like to play with fire. They like to get into trouble. And so remembering that they're on a journey out of this, it will be very important for them not to give that up. Certainly if they want to have another chance with you, perhaps, right? This reconciliatory chance. Another reason why you're taking your time to make your choice and your strategy, I want to say that for some of you, you may have been down this road with this person before, when they were in your life, no matter how brief it was. And like I said, it feels like if you guys broke up, it wasn't for the lack of love, or if it didn't work out, it wasn't for lack of love. Again, it could be that at the time you were just friends, right? And just the friendship fell apart because of these issues. Because here, this Four of Wands makes me feel that only just now you're beginning to see them as a possible relationship. Yet this previous energy here is making me feel like you're being very wary. Ace of Wands, again, is letting me know that, yes, this is a new sort of passion. This isn't, I want to call it a new heart-on. Ace of Wands is a great phallic symbol. And so, again, this feeling of desire and sexual tension and desire and want and all of that is fairly new here. And could be friend, like I said, starting to feel very strong like this is a friend of yours from a while back. Again, you may have not seen each other, you may have seen each other, but this desire now to be something more is new. Nine of Wands and King of Pentacles is coming in. Yes, forward action. Somebody is making a lot of moves, actionary moves this next few weeks. Physically doing stuff. Physically following their plans and their desires. Knight of Wands for you with that Emperor energy, it means, Aquarius, that you are absolutely, right now, doing very, very sort of actionary shit to get on with your path, right? whether that be whatever the work you got to do, the tasks you got to do, the energy you have to put out there, people you have to call, the moves you have to make, the decisions you have to make, all of that, Knight of Wands energy. In support of the Emperor. The Emperor always has a vision, and so this next 7-day period is very much about your vision, and the same thing goes for them, right? It goes for them as well, with that strength card, right? That they are also being very actionary about their lives this week, but certainly yours is the one that is the most on fire with that Emperor energy. King of Pentacles is coming in, and so there is a desire here. Well, not a desire to necessarily be a benefactor, but I believe that somebody has made quite a bit of money. King of Pentacles. Not necessarily you, Aquarius. It could be them. Okay? It could be that this King of Pentacles energy is what they want to bring to the table, because you're already resonating with Emperor. So you may be dealing with somebody who also has, in the meantime, amassed a lot of wealth or seniority, or they've really just mastered, right, manifesting the physical, financial stability, work. You know, they may be a leader at what they do. They may be known for what they do. People may come to them for their advice when it comes to a particular profession or particular skill. And it feels to me like they were not necessarily the King of Pentacles before. If you knew this person before in your past, which it does feel strong to me like you did, at that time they may not have been very wealthy or very prominent or what have you, but now they are absolutely that. This is an interesting read, Aquarius, and I'm going to leave it at that, but I'm going to say this is an interesting read for an Aquarius who's coming in contact with a friend. I want to say, feels strongly to me like a friend you've known before, who's now kind of, you guys are crossing into a different realm, but because you knew each other as friends before, there are some things that need tidying here. There's still some work for them to do. You still need some peace and sort of quiet to make some decisions, to make your strategy. There's a lot of movement here forward this next 7-day period over actual things, day-to-day things. Interesting reading, but above all, this is a new stage that's coming in, and I have a feeling that this love story or this connection is just beginning to unravel or sort of to show itself. All right, guys? All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. That's all I ask of you. Check out your August monthly reading, which I'll be putting up this weekend. And that's it, Aquarius. Have a wonderful 7-day period, and I'll see you at your next reading. Bye-bye now.